Welcome, race fans. Tonight we're back with the Lucky Dog Sim Racing League here at Talladega with the Xfinity cars for their, let's see, what is this, the third race of the season? I believe it is.
I believe it's fourth.
Fourth. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay. All right. And Chris Hogue, top of the leaderboard at this moment. So great job by these guys. Man, they've been laying down some fantastic laps out here tonight, too. So, all right, let's take a look at the race analytics coming into tonight. We got 65-degree air temperature. That's 67-degree track temperature. They're doing 75 laps here. That's 199.5 miles. Tire window about 50 to 60 laps. Fuel window about 22 to 26 laps. I think it's right around 22 actually. 58% fuel is what they're running. So 55 mile an hour down pit road. All right, we got the points here pulled up here. Looks like Gary Slapinski with a pretty good lead there, 13 points over second place, Mark Romine. In third place is Dean Wilkinson. He is 17 points back. He actually didn't, we were going to do that. I forgot about that. Yeah, Mark Romine actually picked up 2 spots last week. So Dean Wilkinson did not move in the points here, but he is 17 points back in third. Frank G picking up 5 spots. He's now 23 points behind Gary. Robert Rock picking up 2 spots. He's up to 5th, 27 points behind. Michael Pegg dropping 4 positions back to 6th. He is 28 points back. James Mugan, he picked up 3 positions. He's now 30 points behind the leader. Larry Boyle in 8th. He dropped 1 position. He's back 31 points back. Gary Whitmer dropping 3 positions to 9th. He is 38 points back. And rounding out the top 10, not making any gain or loss, 39 points back is Sandy Curtis. Dwayne?
Brian Pierce is 11th. He jumped 3 spots last week. He's now 41 points behind the leader. Dan Witt lost a ton, 8 spots. Now drops to 12th, 48 points behind the lead. And then for 13th, Rudy, we've had a lot of movers in this area. We're tied. It's a 3-way tie for 30th. Jacob Edson dropped 3. Dodd Sables gained 3. And Brian Wang gained 6. All to be 50 points behind the leader, tied for 13th spot. Ben Gear, he moved up a spot to 16th position. He is 58 points back. A tie for 18th. Darren Reeser gained 4 spots. Donald Stewart with him, he gained, Darren Reeser gained 4 spots. Donald Stewart gained 8 spots. They're both 59 points back. And rounding out the top 20, dropping 5 spots, is Joshua Smutko. He is 60 points behind the leader.
Very good, very good. Yeah, it's we kind of wanted to go through that so y'all know kind of what, sometimes these guys pick up positions and drop positions, and I think it's important to know how much people are how much they gain or lose in the points. I think it's pretty important to the viewers there to know. So pretty cool. All right, well, we got a lot of nice paint jobs out here tonight. Dwayne, what are you thinking here? What do you think we're going to see, like kind of a repeat of last week?
I think we will. I think we're going to see long stretches of green flag running. If we can get spread out and not have those late race cautions, it has the potential to get spread out and go green to the end, but you know how that goes.
Hey, what's going on there? LSR TV in the house. How you doing, Charles? Yeah, Charles, Dean Wilkinson, and Brendan Kennedy. Nice. Very good. So yeah, it's I think we're kind of going to see another repeat of last week. And last week's race was pretty good. It had a couple of cautions, but not too bad. Very very competitive. I want to say very competitive out here, and that's what's so cool about this league. I think that's why all the guys like coming over here and racing here, because it is so competitive. These guys take this stuff very serious. I think sometimes maybe a little too serious there between you and me, Dwayne, but I'm kidding. You know how they are. They take this stuff very serious, So,
Yeah,
I guess Charles left already. Okay. Well, he come in and said Rudy and then left.
But yeah, I got a feeling we're going to see a lot of close racing, a lot of 3 wide tonight. These guys love doing it. We love seeing it. So
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see more of the same. But
Yep.
yeah, it's either going to be a snooze fest or really exciting.
Yeah. Oh no, there's Charles. He is there. Okay. Chilling before your race. Okay, good. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think it's either going to be a wreck fest or a snooze fest. But these guys, they've been doing really good. You know, now I don't think the update affected these cars, Dwayne. Now what they updated was the next gen cars, and they pretty much made them undrivable, from what I'm understanding.
A lot of people have been complaining, about the way those cars handle,
compared to what they were, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure iRacing will address it in a hot fix or something. But yeah, I'm sure it's on everyone's radar.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, folks, we're going to step away for the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying, so stay with us.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket treadless, the bomb busting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the fray, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, and the home
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
All right, we're back, folks, and qualifying's just getting underway here, so you haven't missed anything. Haven't got any times coming in yet. Got a few guys out on the track, actually quite a few on the track. I think we're going to see a lot of qualifiers here tonight, Dwayne. Here's the way I look at it. Maybe I'm looking at this all wrong. Yes, I know it's kind of nice. A lot of guys like to ride in the back and, and be safe and stay out of the trouble up in the front and everything. But you know how difficult it is, same as I do, to get track position, unless you're working with a great team that is really, really works together to get up to that front. I wouldn't want to ride in the back. If I was coming in here with you and maybe a friend of yours or something as a 2-car team, I would not want to be in the back.
Right. Yeah, and it's a lot of personal preference. Some people feel more comfortable starting in the back and working their way up front. Right. Some guys like being up front all race, so they do everything they can to try to qualify as high as possible. It's really what feels comfortable to you, and some guys just would prefer to start back there. Plus, if you're further back in the back, it's quicker to get to your pit box.
Yeah. Well, so far, Gary Slapinski, top of the leaderboard. Now, we don't usually see Gary getting a whole lot of poles on these super speedways, so let's see if that holds up.
Yeah, and remember, this qualifying session is one and done, one lap to try to get to the top.
Hey, we got a Todd Siebels fan in chat. Yeah, the Tunnel Take. The Tunnel Take. That's pretty cool. That's a good name. Well, Michael Pegg just put it to the top of the leaderboard. And they only get one lap, right?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, one lap. So right now, 15 have taken the time, but we still got a lot of them out there on the track yet. Gosh, about 5 or 6 more of them here on the track that will be turning in a time. So we're probably going to have about 20 qualifiers, maybe 21 or 2. And that's not bad for, I think we got about a 33 car field or something, 32 or 33 car field. So not bad.
Yep, not bad at all.
And I get it. You want to start in the back to keep yourself out of trouble. I understand all that stuff. But, I just, man, it's so difficult. Everybody is so even out there. It's so difficult to try to get to that front. And like I said, unless you're working with a really, really great team out there, which there is a couple of great teams out there right now that can get you to the front, I would not want to just be riding in the back with no team, no team to work with.
Right.
We'll see how it goes tonight, though. We've got about 3 guys waiting to turn into time here.
I think they're going to have just enough time to get it in.
Yeah, just. Yep, you're right. There we go. Mark Romine. Sandy Curtis up to 14th. Nice.
Doug Lemon completes his lap.
They're going to put him. Oh, yeah, 9th place. Oh, and Dave Bond. Or Bond. Dave Bond? Is that Bond?
Yep. Bond.
Yep, Dave Bond up there to 9th. So moves Doug Lemons back. So we got 21 qualifiers. Not bad. Not bad. That's pretty good. Michael P. still going to hold on to the pole, though.
And a bonus point for winning that pole.
Yeah, that is true. Yes, sir. All right, let's run down through the qualifying order here. Michael Pegg taking the pole with a 53.521. So congratulations to Michael for grabbing that and getting that bonus point. Yeah, he lost a few positions there last week and has dropped down to 6th. So this will help him gain back up there. Gary Slapinski, our points leader, going to be starting in 2nd place here. Larry Boyle 3rd. Al Cena in 4th. Sergeant Pierce going to be in 5th. And James Mogan 6th. Dean Wilkinson 7th. Everett Lane going to be starting in 8th. David Bond going to be starting 9th, and Doug Lemon 10th. Dwayne?
Randolph Gumbo has his car in the 11th starting position. Robert DuPont qualified 12th. Donald Stewart will start 13th. Charles Johnson 14th. Mark Remine will roll off 15th. Sandy Curtis 16th. Gary Ragland 17th. Gerard Daniel, 18th. Jeff Gilmore 19th. And Damon Cox is going to round out the top 20 starters. Rudy?
Vernon Markham 21st. Last one to take a qualifying time. Gasman there. Frank G will be starting in 22nd. Jacob Edson 23rd. Robert Rock 24th. Darren Reeser going to be starting 25th. Andre Savala, I believe it is.
Savala, yep.
Yeah.
Savala, yep.
Yeah, very good. Dan Witt 27th. Joshua Smutko going to be starting 28th. Gary Whitmer 29th. George Rincon 30th. Jim Hickson in 31st. Todd Siebels 32nd. Joel Guy 33rd. Chris Hogue 34th. So 34 drivers. Not too bad.
Sure.
All right, here we go.
Yes, sir. And it looks like Dan Witt has missed the start, and I believe Gasman Frank Remuglia is actually going to be the admin for this race.
Oh, okay. Well, they usually take turns adminning these, which is kind of cool, you know.
Yep.
Oh. Well, anyhow, good luck there, Todd. He's in chat, Todd Siebel. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have 32 drivers.
Yep.
Dan Witt and Gasman. Okay. Got it. And somebody I did not see was Estel Fields.
Yeah,
And he's in here.
Yeah.
But he's not in the race room. That's kind of weird.
I believe Estel's actually doing race control as well.
Dang, they got a lot of race control guys there, don't they?
They do.
Ooh.
A lot of drivers, though, so put the field in thirds.
Well, Dwayne, you know what to do here, buddy.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Getting ready. Pace car is making that left-hander. Peg going to bring him down all the way through the tri-oval to the start zone. Flagman is ready. Green is out, and we are underway at Talladega Superspeedway.
All right. One green, white checkered here tonight, folks. 2 resets if they need them. And from what we've been seeing here lately, boy, these guys, they've had to use them. Last week they had to use some of the guys had to use both their resets, and that's a shame. Gary Slapinski to the lead. Big push there from Al Ghost Rider Cena. There we go. Gary drops it to the bottom.
And once again, as usual at Talladega, the pole sitter does not lead the first lap.
Yeah. Isn't that something? Yep, Gary's trying to lead this first one, but I don't know, big push on the outside there from James Mugen. But it's not going to be, is it going to be enough? No, Gary led that lap.
By 0.02 of a second.
I love it when it's that close like that. I love it. Everett Lane on the high side. Well, I'll tell you, these guys doing excellent here. Big push from a lot of these drivers. Side by side. Not really trying to get any side draft off of Larry Boyle, but Larry looks pretty comfortable in there. I think he looks a little too comfortable. Just my opinion. Just my opinion, Larry. Good job. Alcina, he leads that lap, I do believe. Yep, and he comes down the hill. Well, that leaves the upper lane open here for James Mugen to get up there and lead a lap.
Going to be a whole lot of leapfrogging going on.
Oh, yeah. And he's got one of the best pushers in the business right there. Everett Lane about to maybe push him out there front, and so he can get a lap lead. Back behind him, Doug Lemon, which started 10th, is already up to 6th. Dwayne, that outside line is moving.
It is.
Lots of wiggle in there. Boy, they catch that coming through that coming out of turn 4 there. Boy, it just seems like everybody does a lot of wiggling, you know?
Yeah, that transition from 36 degrees of banking down to flat, it can definitely take a toll and make the car loose.
Donald Stewart, high side there for him. We were watching Jared Daniels last night. Jared did absolutely amazing last night in the Truck Series. Folks, if you got the time, go back and watch last night's race with the Truck Series. That was an amazing race, wasn't it, Dwayne?
It was indeed.
It was great racing, man. They did an amazing job with that. Great job. Andres Savala. What was you going to say?
Oh, just it looks like we got the start of 3 wide racing going on.
Yeah, it's getting kind of tight up here in the front. And look at this, Dean Wilkinson. He has made up his mind. He is coming to the front. And if it takes going to the outside, Charles Johnson giving him a big push, they're going to do it.
Yeah, and they're bringing Robert DuPont with them. They need about 2 or 3 more cars up there, and that outside line will just go. But he's doing it the hard way right now.
Yeah, he's got a hold of the draft, but they could use about 2 more cars up there in that high side. Then look out, because, man, that upper line would be going. They would be flying. Very good. Alcina leading another lap. Big push there. James Mugen high in the middle. I don't think. No, he hasn't led a lap yet. I'm kind of surprised that Everett Lane hasn't pushed him out there enough to get him a lap lead. Dwayne, what's going on with Everett?
Well, he might be trying to just keep his temperatures cool.
Well, that's true. Probably about 16 laps away from first round pit stops here. 16 or so. David Bond back here 11th. Started 9th, so he's kind of drifted back just a tiny bit. Not anything to worry about, though. That third line is there, but it's just it kind of fell back a little bit, didn't it, Dwayne?
Yeah, they just didn't have the numbers to sustain it. When you get up there like that on that third line, you got to have at least 5 to 6 cars up there to be able to maintain with the cars below you. Otherwise, you'll be up there for 2 or 3 laps, and then slowly they just start falling back.
Yep, Everett Lane, Dean Wilkinson. He goes back up there again to pick up Charles Johnson, but they are so far back, and Charles kind of dumped him off and left Dean up there all by himself. And there he goes. Now he's going to go go on to the point, and Dean Wilkinson's going to pick up his draft.
Yeah, and if they could get another push to the front, it looks like Doug Lemon the past few laps, peeked out up there like he wanted to go, but he didn't have any help, so
Yep.
he thought better of it.
Yeah. And I'm kind of shocked at that, too, because Doug Lemon, I mean, I've known him, I've watched him race for years, and he's not afraid to do that. I've watched him race for years. He's a great racer. I got one of these days, I hope he comes in or something where I maybe get the chance to talk to Doug or something, because it's been years since I've talked to him. He used to be in a league that I used to broadcast, oh my gosh, many years ago. Probably 8 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, that was way back when I first started.
Now George Rincon and Joshua Smutko trying their hand at the outside line.
Yeah, but then again, you're going right back to what them other guys experienced there a little bit ago, was just two cars can't make it.
Yeah, they'll make some gains here, but to be sustainable, you need 5 or 6 up there.
Yep. At least 4. You know, 4 would be great, but 5's better. 6 better yet. You know, but we are 3 wide back here. Gary Ragland on the bottom. Started 17th, running in 17th. No, not making any headway just yet. Let's go in the back here, check on some guys. Everybody's still hanging in here on the lead lap, and nose to tail all the way from front to back is only 2.5 seconds, Dwayne. So Jacob Edson to the back of the field.
Yeah, he started 23rd, dropped back early, just wanted to get out of the big pack there.
Yep.
Can't say I blame him there too much, but I tell you what, that's a nice Richard Petty throwback paint scheme he's got right there.
Sure is. Sure is. Yes, sir. I seen it. Just think I seen him right up close in real life. Went to the Richard Petty Museum there. That was awesome. North Kakalaka. Yes, sir. It would have really set the tone if we could have got to meet Richard Petty, but I knew that wasn't going to happen. Pretty cool place, though. James Mugen, he did finally lead a lap. Very good. Bonus point for James Mugen. Pretty awesome.
Yep.
Always good. I think Everett finally, he just, he says, hey man, if I'm going to get up there, I got to push these guys out of the way so I can get up there and lead a lap. Because I know it's just...
contact in the back. We got a wreck.
Uh-oh. No caution, though.
No caution yet. We're still green. Josh Smutko. They were having a little bit of a discussion back there, I think, about who was going to go 3 wide and when. And he just kind of gets caught up in it, backs out of it, and then gets run over.
Yeah, I'm on board with him right here now. Let's see what happened. Oh, yeah, he had to check up, and when he did, oh, man. And that put Vernon Markham into the wall, too.
It did, and Markham gets on the back bumper, tags him.
Oh, my. That is very bad, very, very bad. So, but, yeah, and no caution. Golly, man.
That spread that back half of the field out. Yep. Smutko has lost his draft, and he's going to have to come to the pit road to get that thing fixed. He's missing half of his front end.
That would be the best thing to do right now. Don't take a chance. Just get to pit road, get it fixed, get back out there. Because these guys they're going to be setting up for pit stops here probably in about another 10 laps.
Yeah, looks like Darren Reeser picked up minimal damage in that too. He's got a really creeping in rear end work from everybody checking up. But they get through it. Yeah,
that was pretty wild, man. Guys behind him, though, they're going to be picking him up in the draft here. So this back part of the field, I don't think they're going to make that up, but eventually they will get caught back up again. So together.
Yeah, and right now, Vernon Markham, he's suffering from too much front end damage. He just can't hold the speed, and he's going to lose this draft.
Boy, he's barely hanging on to. Those guys would just drag your brakes just for a second. He'd be right up there with them, wouldn't he?
He would be.
Yeah, he's probably trying to get Chris. Just drag your brakes just a touch here, Chris. He's still in the draft, though. Well, no, I take that back. Nope, he's out of it now. Yep. He can't feel the draft. He's losing it. Oh,
Yeah.
man. That's a bummer.
Not much change up front here. Still 3 wide.
Well, I'll tell you, since Charles Johnson and Dean Wilkinson switched places, they are making a little more headway, but we are getting 5 cars up there nose to tail, so that's making a big difference with that outside line, Dwayne.
Yeah, those 5 cars, you don't think, even though Andre Savala, he's a little further back, you have to have numbers to cut a bigger hole in the air to be able to get that to go. And they have the numbers now. They just got to hopefully have patience enough to see this thing go all the way to the front.
Yes, sir.
And that's
They've got
part
it
of
together
the problem is, especially if you're in the back of this line, you're like, well, I moved up here to go to the front, and now I'm not going anywhere. I might as well just
Yeah.
duck out and try my hand somewhere else.
Yep. Sandy Curtis up the tent. He's in that outside line. Good job. He's been running excellent here lately, man. Showing a lot of strength.
And Chris Hogue has taken his car behind the wall.
Oh man, that's 2 nights in a row he's done that. Alcina leading 12 laps. Vernon Markham just now coming off pit road. He goes a lap down, Dwayne. Joins Joshua Smutko.
Yeah, and Smutko is just coming off pit road as well. They both had too much damage, but they've got new cars. All they need to do is just try to maintain where they're at, and if Markham can stay there in the draft, Smutko has no drafting help, so Markham right now would be the recipient of a lucky dog.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's what he's hoping for right now. He's probably hoping somebody throws some roll bar packaging or something, their foam off the roll bar out the window, or a coffee cup or anything out the window to throw a caution here. We'll keep an eye on it, though. See how he does. Probably about 4 or 5 laps from first round pit stops here, Dwayne. So I'm kind of surprised if we're getting that close that these guys have not got down to single file. You know how they usually do.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see James Mogan there. He could have, I think he was thinking about coming down the hill there in front of Alcina, but I'm glad he didn't try right there because it would have been way too tight. Good job by these guys. Yeah, Gary Slapinski right up underneath him. Charles Johnson now does take the lead, but he is not there at the line, so he still does not get a lap led. I'm watching Dean Wilkinson here. I know he's having fun, and him and Sandy Curtis. Sandy Curtis, we've been watching him the last couple of nights. He's been running really well, and I am hoping that Sandy could maybe possibly pull out a win. Oh, a little check up there. Oh, did you hear that?
Yep.
Oh, the cheese just got a little binding. Well, it was probably a good call right there, because if you're watching Dean Wilkinson, man, he got fishtailed there. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, he kind of fishtailed a little bit, and I think it scared the heck out of Sandy. That's what it looked like to me, anyhow.
The old guy goes 2 laps down coming off pit road.
Yeah, I hate to see that, but boy, that's almost the way these guys are looking here tonight, man. They're looking pretty stout. That's going to be almost unrecoverable being 2 laps down. You're going to have to hope for two caution and be the lucky dog recipient, which he would not be right now.
Yeah, in his case right now, 3 guys laps down, he would have to have 4 cautions to get back on the lead lap.
Hey, Becky. How you doing, Becky? Good to see you. Estel Fields in there. Very good, but you're not in the race, Estel. What's up with that, dude? One thing I wanted to mention here, some of you know Wayne Finley used to help me in the booth a lot. Him and Dwayne, so I had Wayne and Dwayne. Wayne's mother passed away. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. I think it might have been yesterday. So if you could keep him in your prayers. The guys here were talking about the pit stops are happening. I'm sorry. The guys here were talking about the possibility of putting on some kind of a race and collect donations. They wanted any donations to be made to the Meals on Wheels there in Greenville, South Carolina. So that's where they were from. I don't recall how old his mother was. Dwayne, if you could take over for a minute, and I'll see if I can't look that up, okay?
Okay, not a problem. Michael Pegg wins the race off pit road with Gary Solpinski following right behind him. We'll see if anybody else hooks off this round. Now we got a whole lot more. Pit road is a very busy place.
Charles Johnson stayed out by himself.
No, he's got Dean Wilkinson and Jim Hickson with him. And Vernon Markham.
Okay, she passed away on the 26th. Yep, she passed away on the 26th. I'm trying. Margaret Finley was her name, from Greenville, South Carolina. And I'm going to look at the obituary here in just a minute. I can tell you. Okay, she was, oh my gosh, 97.
Wow.
97 years old. A very, very beautiful lady, too. Very beautiful lady.
Our thoughts and prayers go out with him, and condolences all around.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to do this. I know I shouldn't do this, but I am going to drag this over here so you all can see this. This is Margaret McKee Finley right there. Born April 17th, 1925, and she passed away the 26th of January of this year. So there you go right there, folks. Dang. And then they, let's see, thinking here, contributions in honor of, okay, made of Meals on Wheels, okay, at Oregon Street, Greenville, South Carolina. Online condolences may be made at MackeyWoodlawn.com. So if you want to make any condolences, you can go there. Whoops, I think I clicked on it behind it. There we go. Okay. All right, so there you go, folks. I know I don't usually do that, but I would just looked it up real quick because I wanted to see. She was 97 years old. Oh, my gosh. Well, Michael Pegg back up front, and he is going to lead this lap there, Dwayne.
Yep, finally gets a lap led after being the pole sitter of all things.
Yeah, well, yeah, he just barely got it, too.
And there's 3 or 4 guys out there right now really hoping for a caution. And that would be Vernon Markham, who's on the lead lap again, but way behind. Joe Guy is behind, and Randolph Gumbo just ahead of the pack right now, trying to stay on the lead lap.
Everett Lane comes down the hill right in front of Michael Pegg. He wants to lead a lap. He's been pushing everybody else to the front. Now he wants to get a lap in. James Mugen on the outside again. James actually led a lap there earlier, but he's getting a little help from Jared Daniels. I'm telling you what, we better watch out for Jared Daniels. I'm telling you, just keep an
Yeah.
eye on that young fella
He's
right
good.
there, because golly, man, he has been just progressing leaps and bounds the last few days, you know?
Yep. The top 9 are all nose to tail here, with Donald Stewart being in 9th currently. Mark Rimmon and Andy Curtis now joining in with those
Yeah.
guys. To make that 11 cars part of that lead pack. Charles Johnson also getting draft and help, trying to get up there with him.
Yeah. And then it's about 3.2 seconds back to Dean Wilkinson. So he's got a bunch of them here that he's working with, but boy, they better get it together here. There's a pack of them, pretty good sized pack, all the way back to Robert DuPont.
Yep, in 20th place, and then it's another 5 seconds back to Jim Hickson, and he's in a pack there with Todd Siebel's leading that group.
Yeah.
So 3 distinct packs here of cars on the lead lap. The only one on the lead lap by himself currently is Vernon Margam, and he's hoping for something to happen real soon before he gets swallowed up by the pack.
Yeah, he's back on the lead lap, but at the tail end of it, and he's about 20 seconds from getting gobbled up there, yeah. Less than a half a lap. Estel says he's in the tower. That's no excuse. You could be in a race. I'm surprised he didn't make any comment about Wayne. Golly, man, that's nobody made a comment about Wayne. Well, all right. Well, it's a pretty good racing up in the front right here right now, but boy, the field sure has gotten separated out now, haven't they?
They have, and this is the point that some of these drivers were hoping for. Get separated out, especially the drivers here in this front pack. Get that separation, so less likelihood of having a caution. And
Yeah.
it'll be interesting here to see if they can keep this spread out.
Yeah, this is a big pack here too. Brian Pearson in this pack, George Rincon, Gary Ragland, Robert DuPont, and then they got the lap car here, Joshua Smutko. He is 1 lap down, but he is not the guy that's in the lucky dog position right now. That goes to Randolph Gumbo. But hey, man, he's losing the draft off that front pack right now. That's not going to be good. That's not going to be good because these guys are going to come around. They're going to catch up with him. They're only about 4 seconds behind Randolph right now. So
Everett Lane continuing to lead, but the outside line of James Mugen and company giving a little push here. They head down into 3. And that inside line will prevail. And it does look like Dan Witt came out for 2 laps. He ran 2 laps and then has taken his car behind the wall. Dan Witt out of the race this evening. As they're coming up on Joel Guy, that'll put Joel, he had gotten back to 1 lap down. This will put him back to 2 laps down. And Michael Pegg will take over the lead in that exchange. Back front for Peg as he leads another lap. And a whole lot of wiggling going on in that middle of that pack.
All right, well, Michael Pegg now leading, huh?
Yeah, he used a lap down car to help pick and get himself up to the front. James Mugen fighting back on that outside line. And speaking of lap down, Vernon Margam finally does go back one lap down.
Oh, man. Well, he'll be fighting here with, well, no, he won't be fighting with anybody. Where's Randolph Gumbo? No. Joshua Smutko. No, he's back here. Okay, he's way back. All right, so Vernon actually is the, would be the lucky dog right now, as long as he's not involved in the accident. That's the whole thing. You don't want to get involved in the accident. He's just praying for a caution right now.
Yeah, and just a quick update for you here, Rudy. So Dan Witt did actually run 2 laps and then took it behind the wall.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, sometimes, you know, they got other things going on or something. They do that just for the points, you know. That's not a bad thing, but I don't, you know, not my league, but I don't have a problem with that, you know, a league, somebody doing like that because, you know, that something else has come up or something, and, you know, real life situations dictate what you do. This is just a hobby, you know, this is just it's just a game that we all like to play, you know, so real life situations should dictate what you do right there, you know, so.
Right.
And boy, Vernon Margam, he's making a comeback here, ain't he?
He is.
Yeah, he's doing good. He's hanging right on the back there of Charles Johnson now.
Just hoping for that caution, and the way we're seeing it, Rudy, I don't know that we're going to get it.
Yeah. I was watching Jeff Gilmore here. Now, Jeff's come from 19th place, Dwayne. Uh-oh, he just blinked out. Don't blink out, Jeff.
Wow, James Mugen, Rudy, just got hung out to dry. All the cars behind him went up high to the third line. Oh, we got a wreck. There it is.
Uh-oh.
And Vernon Margam was part of it, so he will not receive the free pass.
Well, who the heck was the other one that was involved?
Sandy Curtis goes around off of his bumper.
Oh, let me find him here. Okay, let me go back and take a look here.
He wanted the caution. He didn't want to be part of the caution.
Yeah, right. Now he won't get that lucky dog. Oh, right there it was. Oh, my gosh. You've got to be kidding me. He got a... Oh, what we hate to see is that dreaded bumper hook right there from... that was Robert DuPont, wasn't it? Right
no,
there.
That was...
Oh, Vernon Margam. Oh,
yeah, Vernon Margam.
Yep. Oh, I know Vernon didn't do that on purpose.
No.
And somehow, how did Charles Johnson get involved in that? Oh, okay, I see. He come down the hill right into him.
Yeah, and Margam has taken his car behind the wall.
Oh, man, what a bummer. I hate to hear that already, you know?
Yep.
Wow. See, he already left. We can't even interview him.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, whatever. I was going to ask him, and, you know, yeah, whatever. Well, I'm sure these guys are going to pit now.
Oh, yeah. 14, 15 laps on their fuel tanks. I would be surprised if anybody stays out at this point.
Yeah. Somebody way in the back, maybe just to get a point, but that would be kind of senseless, you know?
Yep.
Everybody's coming in. Now it's who can get off pit road and take over the lead again. Well, who are we going to talk to, Dwayne? I'm going to let you pick somebody. Drag him in here and talk to him.
All right. Let me choose here. Alcina, Dwayne in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, it's been a pretty interesting race up to this point. You guys were in that lead pack, got some separation, and then a caution happened. Do you regroup? Where do you go from here?
Yeah, just kind of regroup here and just kind of take it easy until the end there. Try to be in pretty good shape to race it out and go for the win, or maybe somebody on the team will win here.
Yeah, now you guys got a few teammates up front. Anybody specifically that you're working with or looking to help out?
Well, Gary and Michael Pegg and Everett looks like he's up here too.
All right. Well, good luck, and hopefully we'll be talking to you at the end.
All righty, Rudy. Thank you.
Well, it was Dwayne, but okay.
That's all right.
Dwayne. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
He can't see who it is.
Yeah, no. Well, we got time. Do you want to talk to anybody?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about Donald Stewart. Let me get him up here. Donald Stewart, you got a copy?
Hey, Rudy, how you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. How you doing?
Damn, you took me out of my sleep.
Oh, sorry. I can put you back. How's it going? I love that Pepsi-Cola. Man, that's awesome. That's an awesome looking car. How's it going tonight, man? You've come from 13th and you're running up inside the top 10 now.
Yeah, it's going good. Just sitting here being patient, going with the flow, trying not to wreck. And I was hoping you like those Pepsi-Cola cars they out here on this track.
Oh yeah.
It's tight. Everybody's being really cordial, but we're racing too. We're racing pretty hard.
Yeah, I know. I can see. Oh, we've been watching there, man. I'll tell you, 3 wide, we've been seeing it, but it hasn't been working too good, Donald. What's going on with that?
I think people are just saving their stuff for the end. When you get down to after that last pit stop, you'll probably see 3 wide, 15 deep.
Yeah, that's right.
We didn't want that caution to come out right there, and it kind of screwed our pit strategy up a little bit. But we're good. We're good. One more pit stop, we'll be done.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck out there, Don.
Thank you, Rudy. Y'all have a good night.
You too, buddy. Yeah, very good. Very good.
Sure, and we'll give a quick rundown of the standings here as after that round of pit stops. Michael Pegg currently scored in the race lead. Everett Lane second. Gary Slapinski third. Al Cena fourth. Rod Daniels in fifth. Jeff Gilmore sixth. Donald Stewart seventh. James Mugen is back to eighth. Dean Wilkinson up to ninth. Doug Lemon in 10th. That's where he started. Larry Boyle currently 11th. Charles Johnson 12th. Mark Ramine in 13th. Robert Rock 14th. Darren Reeser 15th. Brian Pearson 16th. 17th is George Rincon. 18th is David Bond. 19th Andre Savala. And Robert DuPont rounds out the top 20. 30 cars still in the race. And 28 still on the lead lap. Pace car ducks off, and we're ready to go back racing.
Starting on lap 38.
38. Yep.
Green flag, green flag.
Green is out. We are back underway. And we have just reached the halfway point of this race.
Yes, sir. Lane again in the lead. Got just enough of a head start over Michael Pegg right there. Jared Daniels making it into fourth. You can see that the guys are starting to pack up here in the front, that the guys that are there all the time in that top 10, okay? And a few that they started outside the top 10, got themselves into top 10, and that's where they want to stay, Dwayne.
Yeah, you don't want to fall back. You don't want to, at this point, especially one more pit stop left. You want to be with this top pack, and you want to stay there and get as far to the front as you possibly can and set yourself up for that last pit stop.
All right, Darren Reeser finally moving to the front. He's still got that big dent in the back of the car there, but I don't really think that it's affecting the speed of it any. Seems to be okay. Really looking for somebody to go up there with him, and it looks like Brian Pierce and maybe a couple other guys may be going up there with him.
Yeah, they kind of lost their momentum, so they're going to have to regroup here. Meanwhile, Everett Lane drops it down in front of Michael Pegg, and that leaves the top open for Alcina.
I tell you, these guys have just been swapping that lead back and forth, like you said, leapfrogging. Man, I'm telling you, that's what they've been doing, just sharing that lead all night long. Let's see,
Everett Reeser wants desperately to get that third lane going, but nobody's taking the bait.
Yeah, I know it. Everett's led 9 laps now. Michael Pegg's led 8. Alcina's led 16. Gary Slapinski's led 1. Wow.
Yeah, usually we see him out front most of the night, but he's been mired there on that low line most of the time here.
I wouldn't want to ride there. I'd feel too boxed in right there. I want to be up there on that top lane right now. It's the only place you're going to do anything is on that upper lane.
And you got to kind of be, you think, well, you're on the lower line, you can't really do anything. That's where most of the trouble usually comes from. Guys, you're riding behind a car, just riding, it's been 16 laps. The sound of the RPM in the motor never changes. It can lull you into sleep, and when you fall asleep, that's when the trouble happens.
Yeah. Well, Joshua Smutko back on the lead lap, Dwayne. Good deal. He's got a shot yet.
Yeah, he was the recipient of the lucky dog.
Yeah.
And he will just kind of hanging out right now, just keeping up with the draft. Doesn't want anything to happen to him like happened earlier in the race. And
I like it.
He's just biding his time.
Yep. Randolph Gumbo, he is 1 lap down. He would be the lucky dog as long as he doesn't get involved in it, like Vernon Markham did. That's a bummer for him. He was set to get that lucky dog, back and get that lap back, and was involved in that. He just bumper hooked him, and man, that's all it took. Gold guy hanging on here. He is 6 laps down. So 30 drivers still in the race, and we got 28 of them on the lead lap.
Yep. And Joel Guy was a victim of connection issues there. He dropped out. He came back, but that 6 laps down is the result.
Gary Slapinski goes to the upper line, and boy, look at this big run here he got. Holy smokes, he brought Alcina right with him.
Yes, he did.
Whoa, they come down to the bottom.
And when Slapinski wants to go, he goes.
Yep, when he's ready. Boy, and I'll tell you what, like I said, he had one of the best pushers in the business right there. Alcina. Al's a heck of a pusher.
It looks like Darren Reeser finally got his wish, but he's got a driver in front of him. Charles Johnson, as they come in. They got 5 cars up there.
Ooh.
So as long as they can stay off the wall, they should be able to make a few moves here up to the front.
Well, it was a big wiggle by James Mugen there. He come up the hill almost into Charles Johnson. Yeah. These guys have got to be a little more aware of where that car is going when they come off of these corners, because if he would have touched, all it takes is a touch, and right where they're at right there, I'm telling you what, that would have been the big one.
It would have been a lot of drivers using resets, but
golly,
we stay green. Oh, look out.
They're still wiggling around a little bit here, but man, I'm telling you.
Jeff Gilmore got a little high there, but they almost make contact again.
Gary Whitmer up to 15th. He has cut the field in half here. He started 29th today, Dwayne, and he's running in 15th. Oh, 17th. He's dropping a little bit here. He'll get back up there, though. Well, there he is, Becky. Becky's in chat. Oh, hey, Estel joined. Oh, thank you there, Estel. Hey, very cool. All right. Big boys game, yeah. Hey, Dragon, how you doing? That is, let's see, Dragon. That's got to be, is that Josh? No, that's somebody else. Well, hello to everybody, anyhow. Well, thank you for joining there, Estel. We do appreciate it here at MaxspeedTV. Thank you.
And we're coming to 30 to go here, Rudy. These guys have been out here for about 10 laps. 2 short pits, and when are they coming?
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, do you short pit?
I think
would
you got to run it. I would run it at least a 20 to go, just in case you have a green-white checker. You know, you're covered.
Yeah.
So I would probably run this tank out.
Yeah, because that's, yeah, definitely. Yep. Doug Lemon in the middle here. You can see the cars weaving all around the place. That's the part right there that makes me nervous. When these guys are weaving all over the place like that, man, oh man, it's scary.
Yeah, it looks like a big old snake coming down the back stretch there when they're weaving back and forth like that.
Yep, at 190 plus mile an hour, boy, that's spooky. Yeah, hang on to it. Golly, man, these guys have got. I mean, they do a great job. I'm not criticizing them. They do an absolutely beautiful job. But boy, when you're getting a little squirrely like that, it makes the old nerves kick right up there for some of these drivers, I'm sure.
Yeah, because all it takes is for you to weave the wrong way and the other guy to weave into you, and now we've got a big one.
Well, Larry Boyle will come into tonight 8th in the points. And he's up to 17th. He started 3rd, though. He's got to get busy here. Got to get busy.
Yeah, and I think it's just biding his time right now. You know, he's been stuck down in that low line for a little while right now, just trying to ride these laps out, and he's probably waiting until after the last pit stop. It doesn't, you know, other than trying to get a bonus point for leading a lap, there's really no reason to try to force an issue and make a move to the front at this stage, because you know you got to come back down pit road again.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they could technically, let's see, they could technically come in here probably in about the next 6 or 7 laps, would short pit it a little bit. They really can't short pit it too much, because they're actually pretty close to needing fuel anyhow. So
right on the edge.
Yeah, they're right on the edge of. They could short pit it by a lap or 2, but that would be about it, I think. Back of the field here, 2.3 seconds back to Todd Siebold. Todd's got a lot of work to do to get up to that front. I think Gary was listening to us there, Dwayne.
Yeah,
we heard
might have been.
Yeah, he's been kind of laying back, and boy, he just all of a sudden now he's in the front. Might have been
Some
listening.
of these guys have been known to listen to the broadcast while they race.
True. Yeah, I've known a lot of them because I've asked them. They had to turn it down so I could talk to them without it echoing in the background. You know.
Right.
Yeah, he's moving, Becky. He's moving. He's back 20th now, but you know, when you're in a pack like that, look where he's at. He's kind of boxed in right there with Reeser on the outside and Robert DuPont, excuse me, on the inside. So he's kind of got boxed in right now, but he's moving, doing good. That's much better than being clear in the back, because them guys in the back are about to lose the draft, ain't they, Dwayne?
Looks like it.
Man, Todd Siebels, he needs to like find fourth gear in that thing or something. Is he idling around here in third, or?
Just taking his time, or just taking his time.
Yeah, but golly, man, he's going to lose the draft, and then what's going to happen, you know?
Right. I tell you what, one driver who, we haven't talked about him much, but he's been hanging around in that top 10, top 15 all night, is Damon Cox. He's currently 15th running. I do like his paint scheme. It's a good Bobby Allison throwback. And right now, he's been just minding his own. He comes into this season as a rookie for the league, so... but he's been doing what he needs to do, just hanging in there, helping guys when he needs to, and finding his own.
Well, what do you think? Let's do a little crank it up here. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
All right, folks. Well, no problem there, Becky, no problem. Yeah, we'll let you know where Gary's running. Right now, he's still in 20th place, so he's got to pick it up, man. He needs to find somebody that's heading to the front and say, come on, we're going. What you got to do. Darren Reeser on the outside. Dwayne, he's making a headway.
He is, but he's only got one car with him right now. I don't know how much headway he's going to make.
Right. He needs a couple other souls to say, okay, we're going. But a lot of guys right now are probably thinking, okay, what's the sense in doing that? Because we're going to all be going to pit road here in the next, 2 to 5 laps.
Yeah, I look for about 3 laps, the next 3 laps with about 20 to go is when you're going to see these guys come down pit road, because everyone can make it from there. They'll know that the fuel is good. But what's going to be interesting is to see how many guys come down and win, because you want to be in that lead pack. And it's so hard to judge that coming off of pit road. Some guys have good pit stops. I would imagine it's going to be fuel only for 90% of these guys.
Oh, sure.
You just got to make sure to hit your marks. Don't speed. This is where the race is going to be won and lost on this next coming pit stop.
Here, Daniels on the outside hasn't led a lap yet, but he wants to, man. He's hoping and praying maybe that guy right behind him there can give him a little push. Who is that, Jeff Gilmore?
Yeah, and Jared, he's been at the front all day and really hasn't dropped out of the top 5. And has just been trying to get to that lap lead and has not had it happen yet.
Oh, yeah. James Mugen now, he falls back a little. That's not good. Jeff Gilmore now on the high side. He comes up in front of Darren Reeser. But again, we need a couple more guys up there, but no takers just yet. I think we're going to see guys coming to pit road here in the next lap, I think. I think next lap. I think you were right. 20 to go. We're going to see guys coming to pit road because they know they can make it from there easily.
Yeah, and we're on 20 to go right now, so
Right.
it would not surprise me in the least to see over half the field duck off right here.
Right.
Especially since a lot of them have been out there for 21 laps. They're right on the edge.
Yep. Yeah, it wasn't quite as what we thought it was going to be, with the, early pitting, because you wouldn't want an early pit because then you might not have made it.
Right. And here they come.
Here they come, yep. Comes a lot of the regulators.
Oh, we got a wreck.
Oh, no caution, though.
No caution. They're still off the track. Double wreck.
Oh, my gosh.
Several cars facing the wrong way. Charles Johnson,
Oh,
Robert
yeah, I've
DuPont
seen that.
involved.
I've
And
seen
Jim
that.
Hickson has no front end.
Golly, man.
And that's the mistakes we're talking about.
Yep.
Coming down to pit road, just too hard on the brakes.
Well, Jared Daniels got his bonus point there, Dwayne, so he's looking good.
Yep.
I'm telling you, that's a guy that we're going to have to keep an eye on all season right here. Here he comes to pit road. That's going to leave the outside line there. Damon Cox is going to take over the
And
lead.
another driver sliding down into the inside pit wall. James Mugen.
Yep. Gary Whitmer got a piece of that. Oh, man. These guys have got to start practicing those pit stops more.
Yeah, and it looked like, just like with the other drivers, coming down, not decreasing their speed enough,
Yeah.
hitting those brakes. And, the brakes are cool. The brakes, they haven't been using them the entire race, so there's no heat built up there. So when you slam on the brakes and just lock it down, the car is going to slide like that.
Well, Damon Cox got his lap led, bonus point time. And it looks like here comes a bunch of them in, but it looks like Todd Siebels is going to stay out. He wants to lead a lap and get that valuable bonus point. And I can't say as I blame him, but is he taking a chance right now of not having enough fuel? And he's going to be pitting. Who's that that's right behind him? It's a 89. That's a Randolph Gumbo. And Randolph, he needs to pit ASAP.
Yeah, they've been out here for 23 laps. I don't think they can make it much more.
Yeah, they've got to come in, but Todd Siebels led a lap, got that bonus point. I know there was somebody in chat there was rooting for him, but for Todd Siebels, who was that? Way up there. But anyhow, and here they come. They're coming in together. That's good. At least they're not going to be out there alone.
And Darren Reeser got a lap
man.
ahead in the first one out of pit road. Gary Slapinski will resume the lead as they go by.
Yep. Got a ways to go to get there, though. On the backstretch, and Todd Siebels is away. But I don't know if he's going to have anybody to come out with here, because he come in with Randolph Gumbo, but Randolph is still, he's away now too. So he's going to have to catch up to Todd Siebels.
Yeah, the pack is about to fly by him. They're in the middle of the tri-oval right now. And there they go.
Gary Slapinski will pass up Todd Siebels here. Yep, right there, coming out of turn 2. And Gary Slapinski retakes the lead, Dwayne. Now what?
Well, now it's up to the guys behind him to get by him. And he's got a couple of teammates there with him. He's got Al Cena, Michael Pegg, Dean Wilkinson, and Everett Lane. The top 6 are all on the same team together. So it's going to be tough getting by.
Well, we're looking back here at Gary Whitmer, but these guys are 14 seconds back now. Mark Remine and Gary Whitmer. and James Mugen. These guys, oh my God, that's horrible. Them three are way back here all by themselves. Oh my gosh. Tough break, man. Not going to be another win tonight there, Becky. Doggone it. One of these days, I'm telling you, one of these days, Gary's going to get a win. I just know it. One of these days.
Right now, after that round, the last round of pit stops there, the top 10 are all nose to tail. You got to go 2.5 seconds back to Aaron Weezer and Jeff Gilmore. They're catching the top pack. And they have Doug Lemon in tow. Doug's just barely on that draft trying to get caught up. And then Todd Siebel's trying to catch up to him. So they should be able to get caught up. And then, it's another 4 seconds from the lead off for George Rincon. And he's about to get swallowed by the second pack here, led by Damon Cox as they try to get caught up. But I think they're a little bit too far back, Rudy.
Yeah, I think they are.
About 7 seconds off the lead. And it's a big gap. Plus, they're not single file. They're gonna need a caution.
Yeah, Jacob Edson back here in the 44. I mean, they got a nice little pack of cars there if they could just get organized. That's what 99% of it is just getting organized.
Yeah, and the cars that had trouble coming to pit road, spinning out, Mark Remine, Gary Whitmer, and James Mugen, they are all together, but they are 14 seconds off the lead. And then Andres Savala and Robert DuPont are 21 seconds behind the leader. So it's just that round of pit stops pretty much has determined who's going to be a factor at the end of this race as we're coming to 12 to go. And outside of a caution, it's going to be a 12-car shootout.
Boy, look at this. Dean Wilkinson. Really? Look at that. Down the hill he goes. Wow, nice move. Big pusher from Everett Lane. Dean Wilkinson, man, I'm telling you, every week we talk about him. At the end of these races, he's there.
Yep, it's always, where'd he come from?
Yeah. Holy smokes. And I'm not sure, but I think he is going to lead that lap, and he gets a bonus point.
Yep, by 7 thousandths of a second over Everett Lane.
That's all it takes. It could be 1/1000th as long as it takes it. And there it goes. Gary Slapinski goes to the outside. Oh boy, we're going to go 3 wide back here. I'll tell you, these guys are starting to get antsy here, coming down toward the end of this. Oh man, look at the 75 there. Jeff Gilmore, he needs somebody to go up there with him.
And don't count out Darren Reeser, Rudy. Started 25th on the night. He's in 8th and looking for more.
We've seen him win it just in this position, just like this. We've seen him win.
Yes, we have.
Been a while, but he can do it. Every one of these guys, they're good enough that they can do it. This is kind of a wild card race every night when they race here, every week.
Yep.
It's a wild card race. And it's just it takes a lot of hard work to get up there, a lot of pushing and teamwork and to get up there. So, and they're doing a heck of a job. And there goes Gary Slapinski back into the lead. Coming up on some lap traffic. That is that is Jim Hickson.
Yep. So he will go a lap down. He'll be the first car 1 lap down. Leaves us 27. Charles Johnson, it would be the next car to go a lap down, and he's not that far ahead of him of the pack either.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking back. I can see he's about a half of straightaway ahead of him.
He does have some drafting help there with Joel Guy, but I don't think that's going to be enough to hold off that front pack.
Yep. Man.
Creeping to the top of that second line, but Darren Reeser now third in line on that top side. Gerard Daniels and Sandy Curtis both trying to get themselves up front.
Well, Todd Siebels has got himself in the prime position here right now. Dwayne, look at this. He's ahead of Jeff Gilmore. We got who's that? The tunnel take in chat there, rooting for Todd Siebels. So, yeah, Becky, they do need a caution to get these guys caught up. I agree, but golly, we don't want to see more people wrecking, though. That's the whole thing. I know Gary's back in 23rd, not where he wants to be right now. And he come into tonight, Dwayne, 9th in the points. This is going to hurt.
Yeah. But it ain't over yet. We've seen late race cautions before.
Yeah. And completely changed the outcome of the race, too.
Yep.
Guys will be upset because the caution had to come out and just ruin all their plans.
Right, I think Robert Dupont and Andres Zavala are going to be able to stay ahead of the pack here. They're just at the start-finish line right now. And the pack is in 3 and 4. So I don't think that lap traffic's going to come into play for the rest of the race. So they've got all 3 lanes now if they want to use them.
Yep. And it looks like Sandy Curtis now. He has not led a lap yet today. Boy, I know he wants to.
Look at this, Michael Pegg. Not to interrupt you, Rudy. Michael Pegg jumped to that outside line in a hurry. He almost took the nose off of the 617.
Wow. Yeah, he's got a good guy pushing him there, too. Donald Stewart coming to the rescue. And Todd Siebels coming in behind him. Yeah, Siebels tucking right up under him. So 3 of them not doing too bad. This is what we've been waiting for, this 3 wide. And I think it was just about the perfect time for it, too. So, boy, they have got to get this. Whoa, 43. What is Sandy Curtis doing?
He's comes trying to go up there and get that outside line moving, but making a move like that, all it did was slow him down.
Yeah, it did.
Left the door open for Gerard Daniels here to try to get this.
That really slowed that outer line up a lot.
It definitely did.
They tuck back in, but Everett Lane, wow. Him and Jared Daniels. That's a guy that, we're going to keep an eye on him pretty much most of the season. I think he's going to be a factor each and every week. And not just in the super speedway either, because he was a factor last night's race too in the trucks.
Yep, yes he was.
Good racer, Jared Daniels right there, man. Good job.
So 5 laps to go.
Yep. Sandy Curtis now 8th or 9th, excuse me. He pulls back out again. He's got, oh my gosh, look at the blocking going on up there.
Yes, sir.
Whoa.
It's go time. And down comes Jared Daniels in front of that inside line. And who's on the outside of the top? Darren Reeser.
Yeah, Darren Reeser, he is there. Yep. And he could just wind up pulling this out. He needs a lot of help from Doug Lemon.
And I believe that's going to be the first lap that Daniels has led today.
Second.
Second lap, okay.
Yep.
And that inside line, when Daniels did that, everybody just kind of backed off and trying to get a run to go to the outer lines, but did not work out. Everett Lane is the only benefactor here.
Yep, he come right up into that middle there in front of Darren Reeser. That was the perfect storm right there for them to do that, because now that middle lane could be in control of this race, Dwayne.
Yeah, and Everett Lane, he's got a teammate there in Gary Slapinski. Who doesn't say he doesn't hold the brake just a little bit, let that inside line go by, and get Gary up in that outside line?
I don't think the racer in him will let that happen. that would be the ultimate. Yes, that would be the ultimate. But yeah, you know these guys. You know, when the racer in him says, "No, I might want to win this thing," you know,
right?
Teammate, schmeemate.
Yeah, when we get down to the last lap, it's everybody for themselves.
Yep. Doug Lemon's still sitting there in the middle. And if you look, Michael Pegg has dropped back down, clear down to the bottom row, so that's kind of got him in a boxed-in situation that he is not going to be able to progress any further than that. He's going to have to accept what he gets right there. So, but Dean Wilkinson, look at Dean Wilkinson. Man, this is impressive.
2 laps to go at Talladega.
And they're getting off a weavy back here.
Yes, they are.
Whoa, man.
All 3 lines weaving back and forth. Here comes the serpent down the backstretch.
Big push for Sandy Curtis here. Everybody's trying to save so they don't get hot. They want to push like crazy on that last lap. So you wait and see what's going to happen here, folks. This is going to be intense like you ain't never seen.
A crazy finish, predicting that right now. We'll wait and see. Here we go through the tri-oval. White flag in the flagman's hand. 1 more lap to go. No overtime tonight.
Nope. When if that would have been the last lap, Everett Lane would have won it by not too much, but he would have won it.
Oh, there's the wreck, but we're going to stay green. White flag is waved. It's a 6-car shootout.
Oh my gosh, they're all piling up back there, but boy, we got to stay on this.
Everett Lane on the outside, Darren Reeser with them.
On the inside, Jared Daniels. Jared Daniels and oh no, okay. Jared Daniels and Gary Slapinski.
Is Gary's going to push him? Is he going to let his teammate win? What's going to happen here? Here we go. Everett Lane has the push, and he has the lead outright.
Oh, I think Everett's he's going to get it.
Everett Lane is going to win this race.
Wow, that was close at the second. Who got second? Darren Reeser got second?
Yes, he did.
Holy smokes, let's go back.
At the line, Rudy. But,
my
iRacing gave it to the Reeser.
Oh, my gosh. Let's watch this again here, folks. Let's see what happened here at the line. This is where they're coming through the tri-oval here. And you'll see it. Now, this is where Jared Daniels kind of drift back a little bit, but Darren Reeser is just absolutely pushing the back end in of Everett Lane's car right there. So, great job for these guys, man. That was one heck of a finish, Dwayne.
Yes, it was.
I hate that those guys wrecked out back there, but, you know, that's the kind of things that happen. But we'll get these guys down here in just a minute, folks, so hang on. All right, we caught up with tonight's winner, Everett Lane. Holy smokes, Everett, what a finish. It was so close at the line there. For second place, I don't even know who won. But anyhow, what did you think of that finish, man? Wasn't that amazing?
Oh, that was some good super speedway racing tonight there, Rudy. That was fun stuff. I needed this one.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, we were kind of concerned. We were wondering if you were going to kind of give that win to Gary or, you know, because you guys are all teammates up there. Maybe give it to Darren, or were you going to let Jared Daniels get it? What we were concerned. We were wondering what was going on there. But, man, what a finish.
Yes, great finish. I got to thank Darren, teammate there. That was some good pushing there to get me that win, that's for sure. I haven't had good luck in this league since the Super Speedway Series started. I've had 20th and worse in the last 3 races, so I really needed something good for me to happen tonight.
Absolutely. Well, they did, boy. I'll tell you. And one caution here tonight. Now, I hate it that those guys got together there at the very end. I don't know who all got together. Doug Lemon and a couple other guys that got together and they got wrecked out. But I hated to see that. But man, we had to stay on you guys and stay focused. And congratulations on the win here tonight, Everett. This is really big for you tonight. You needed this, dude.
Yeah, I needed this so bad because, like I said, it's been a bad 3 weeks for me here over
Yeah.
here at Lucky Dog Sim Racing. They do a lot of work over here. I can't thank these guys enough for all the work they do over here, and to get a win over here really feels good. You know, it's been a while, and finally got her in victory lane.
Oh, heck yeah, man. Well, congratulations to you. Can you carry this over to next week and maybe try to do this again, huh?
That'd be nice. Back to back would be super. I don't know if we're at Daytona or what, but you know, Daytona is my favorite iRacing track. So if we're going to
Right.
Daytona, I got a good shot at it.
Oh, there we go. All right. All right. Well, who you got to thank for this win then, Everett, before you go?
Darren Reason. He's the #1 guy. Got to thank Gary for the push in there. All my teammates from Regulators, Lucky Dog Sim Racing for putting this on, and definitely you guys for broadcasting. You guys do such a great job.
Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate that very much. Go celebrate that win and have one for me, buddy.
All right. Thank you, Rudy.
See you next week.
All right. Take care.
All right. Yeah, you got second there, Dwayne?
I do, and they were tied at the line, but iRacing handed it to Darren Reeser. Darren, man, what a night. You came in 18th in points, started 25th on the field, just kind of sitting in the back biding your time, and went when you had to, playing how you got to second place.
Yes, sir. Persistence pays off.
Indeed,
Wow.
it does. And a
I'm-
wild finish there. You go ahead, Rudy.
I'm looking at this. I'm telling you what. I don't know how you would measure that. I don't know how they measured that. I mean, if you look at the line, they were dead even at the line. That's amazing. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's okay. But yeah, dead even at time. But you get scored second there. It's going to be a big jump in the points for you here. How you feel moving forward?
Well, I can always use some more points. I think I'm down a race. I think there's a race I haven't raced, so I hope there's a drop race or two that'll help me with that. I barely made it tonight. I want to say some prayers from my mom and my dad. They're struggling a little bit, and I've been spending some time helping them out. Just a shout out there, and and I'm just glad I thank Lucky Dog Racing and you guys for having a chance to do this. And yeah, persistence just pays off. You don't have to start out front to finish near the front.
You guys definitely proved that tonight. 4 of the top 5 did not start there in the top 5. So, well, we'll let you go, Darren. But before we do, who do you got to thank for second place tonight?
Oh, I'm gonna well, I thank Everett there for giving me the opportunity there to push him, but thank you guys, MaxspeedTV and Lucky Dog Sim Racing for having the opportunity to race.
All right. Well, we will let you go.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck next week.
Y'all have a good night.
And
Who do you got
Darren, you never led a lap tonight.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, it happens, though, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, we caught up with third here, Jared Daniels. Oh my gosh, Jared, tied at the line, brother.
Yeah, I don't know how you measure that either. I didn't even know between me and Darren who got second until it updated after we went past the line. But
Right.
I don't really care. It was a lot of fun.
Oh man, I'll tell you. Hey, Black Rifle Coffee. Ooh, is that any good?
Well, I don't drink coffee, and I don't know if you guys know, but I'm in law enforcement, so I support a lot of different stuff that also supports law enforcement and causes and stuff like that. So,
yep, very good, very good. Well, what did you think of the race tonight? It took you a while to get yourself into this position. That second half of the race, you got yourself toward the front, and you never gave up, man. You kept digging.
Well, yeah, that's one thing. I kind of take it easy at the first, and then towards the end, you got to dig. Because at these tracks with 2 and sometimes even 3 lanes working at Talladega, it is tough to get around the guy in front of you. So you got to take every chance you get. I got a good push there on the outside. Was able from Darren actually that actually allowed me to swing down and get in the lead at the bottom there. And I thought Cone Man was going to be able to push me, but man, they had a lot of steam in that middle lane with Everett and Darren. So yeah, it was just all in all, it was fun. It was a great race. I'm usually not a super speedway guy, but I had a lot of fun.
Well, we've been talking about you quite a bit the last couple of nights here, Jared. Last night you were pretty amazing in the trucks. Tonight you come out here and you did another amazing run here in the Xfinity cars. I don't know what you guys are going to run next Wednesday. I don't know if they've made up their mind yet, but I'm sure you'll be a factor in that if you run in that one on Wednesdays too. Keep up the good work. It's really amazing to watch. You and there was another one that we were Sandy Curtis. Yeah, and Sandy finished 4th. So, man, you guys did amazing. That was great.
Yeah, Sandy and I hooked up there towards the end, and for whatever reason, I think he tried to go up to the 3rd line up there top to see if that was going to work, and I was able to get by him, and it just, luckily for all of us, the 3rd line never really came of much.
Yeah, we watched that all night. You get up there, and unless you had 5 cars that were dedicated nose to tail, it just wasn't working, so. Well, who you got to thank for this 3rd place then, before you get out of here, Jared?
My wife for letting me race, obviously God for my health, and again, all my teammates at Can-Am. Only a couple of them made it in tonight. I think Jeff and Vern, but they both had problems. But again, couldn't do it without them. So, and then also you guys for putting on a great show, as well as Lucky Dog.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that very much. And I wanted to just say, Jared, thank you for what you do, keeping us safe. And listen, you be safe out there yourself, because there is way too much ugly stuff going on and too much evil stuff in this world right now. So you be extra careful, okay?
Amen. I hear you on that. I will. Thank you, Rudy.
Yes, sir. All right, Dwayne, let's run down through the final results here and we can get the heck out of here. All right? All right, let's take a look here. Everett Lane coming home with the win. Darren Reeser in 2nd. Jared Daniels finishing 3rd. Sandy Curtis, nice run there. He did it alone on the outside. Did you see that, Dwayne? That was pretty amazing. Yeah, 4th place for him. So, man, 2 drivers that are up there with them, guys that are in that victory lane a lot. Boy, they're hanging in there. They're waiting their turn to collect their first victory. So, Gary Slapinski, 5th. Al Cena, 6th. Dean Wilkinson, 7th. Michael Pegg, 8th. Robert Rock, 9th. Larry Boyle, 10th. Dwayne?
Donald Stewart brings it home 11th. Brian Pierce, 12th. George Rincon going to bring it home 13th. Joshua Smutko had a good rebound, finishing 14th. David Bond, 15th. Jacob Edson will bring it home 16th. Todd Sables gets scored in the 17th position. James Mugen in 18th. 19th is Mark Remine, and Gary Whitmer will round out the top 20. Ready?
Gary Ragland, 21st. Damon Cox, 22nd. Doug Lemon, boy, he was going to have a top 10 finisher, but he got in that wreck, and I think he's the one that suffered the most out of it, but he finishes 23rd. Jeff Gilmore, 24th. Charles Johnson, 25th. Jim Hickson, 26th. Robert DuPont, 27th. Randolph Gumbo, 28th. Andre Zavala will finish 29th. Joel Guy, 30th. Vernon Margam, 31st. Chris Hogue, 32nd. And Dan Witt, 33rd. Yeah, it was Gasman. He was adminning. So, all right, well, very good. Well, great race out there tonight, Dwayne, and thank you so much for helping. Thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We do appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up on that, if you don't mind, and click that subscribe button and the notification bell. Give us a thumbs up. You can check out our full broadcast schedule at MaxspeedTV.com and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxspeedTV. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night.
Good night, everybody.